Doja Cat. This was hilarious to me.
What was going on with Doja Cat?
Doja Cat, so she recently got a #1 with Nicki Minaj with the song that they did together. Please don't ask me what song it is. I really don't follow these people. I really just listen to people talk about them.
Yeah.
And so she just got a #1, and then recently some stuff had came out about her being quote unquote racist. But I don't know if I would call it racist. People throw that word around. People don't even know what being a racist means.
Doja Cat racist?
Yeah. She's not really racist. I would say it's more of a self-hate kind of thing.
Yeah.
So she came out with a song, I want to say like 2014 or 15, called Didn't Do Nothing. DINDUNOFFIN or NOTHIN. Didn't Do Nothing. And she goes, the song was really stupid. I don't even want to repeat the lyrics, but the thing was the title of the song. The title of the song, which come to find out there's a new racist term for black people.
What?
Yeah, it's no longer the N-word anymore. Even though sometimes I be in the comment sections of some videos and there's some white people's like, can we just bring back the N-word? But it's no longer the N. Huh?
I said, yo, that's wild. Take
yeah, but I mean, for every yin there's a yang. But when the term was originated, and it was to make fun of black people who were killed by the police. And black people were always saying they didn't do nothing.
Oh man!
Or didn't do nothing, however you want to say it.
We're called didn't do nothings.
Yeah, yeah, that's what we're called. And so she used it in a song, and you can go and look in the lyrics. And if you replace the times or the sentences that she put didn't do nothing, you can replace it with the N-word, and it'll basically mean the same thing.
Oh, damn.
And then they always talked about how. She didn't know her father because her father's like South African. She claims that she didn't know her father, didn't know him. All she knew was just a little bit about him, which was weird to me. Either you do know him or you don't know him. When she said that she did know her father is when she met Whoopi Goldberg and was telling Whoopi how her father was in this movie or whatever and had worked with Whoopi. And Whoopi was like, oh, he's a good man. And she was like, well, I really don't even know him. But then her father had later came out and said, I tried to reach out for my daughter. I'm not a deadbeat. I tried to, but somehow, some way, I'm getting blocked from seeing her or meeting her. Now, when your daddy comes out against you or whatever, something ain't right. I felt the same way with Kamala Harris. Because when Kamala did that god-awful interview with the Breakfast Club and was talking about how she wanted to legalize marijuana and how she used to smoke weed and all this other stuff, smoke weed and listening to Snoop Dogg and Tupac when she was in college, when that was way before those two even came out with music, so that was off. But when Kamala Harris had did that interview, her dad had came out, who is Jamaican, and was like, I hate that she said that. The fact that she's trying to push this narrative that Jamaican people from Jamaica are just pot smoking hippies and stuff. He was like, I hate that she did that. Now, when your own daddy come out and just asking you, something ain't right.
Yeah, and I hate when mixed people are like that. Like they are ashamed of their black side. Like when Terrence Howard like pulled something like that, because he's like,
what he
mixed
do
or whatever. He was like mixed or something, and somebody asked him like, so how do you feel in light of all this Black Lives Matter stuff being a black man? And he was like, whoa, I'm black and white, okay? Kind of like Stacey Dash.
Okay, but we need you to answer the question.
Exactly. But I feel like people like that, like, it's cool because it makes it easier. So like whenever things really do hit the fan, we know who's really for us and against us. Like people like Kamala Harris and Doja Cat who like try to play both sides of the fence, but then as soon as like they get attacked or something, they're gonna come like rallying for us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like Monique. She ain't ever said anything about the black community. But then when she got blackballed on Netflix, she was like, oh, we all need to come together and boycott. Like, man.
Right.
You ain't never help us with no other boycotts.
That whole Monique thing was hilarious to me.
Yeah, Yeah, like they
I
try
had did a
to.
video. It was called bootleg activism, was what it was called. Because I was sitting there thinking, okay, okay, Monique, I get what you're saying, but why now? Not even why now, but I'm just sitting there thinking, where were you when those people were being murdered by the police?
Yeah, exactly.
Where were you when all the things that happened in Baltimore, where she's from, all this stuff was going down? Where were you? What happened with where were you with the Flint, Michigan stuff? Like, where are you on other black stuff?
And it's like, Monique, like we know, like you're probably not the richest, but we know you're not broke. So because you couldn't get this one
No,
check,
she was broke, and that was the thing. Well, that was the
that's why she was so desperate.
I'm trying to think of a phrase for it, but that's what actually was what was going on. She had filed for bankruptcy. She was in back taxes,
So she did need that check.
yeah, she needed the because
Then try to make it a racial issue.
when I had reported it, someone had reported that she was on, I think, like 5,000 in back taxes or something like that. Something around there. It's probably more than that. Probably the same amount as Wesley Snipes was on.
Yeah.
And then after the IRS thing, that's when Netflix had offered her the thing. And I think the money that they had offered her would basically take care of the tax problems, which was a funny coincidence, but I don't believe in coincidences like that. And then, they offered her the money. Of course, she wanted more, and it was like, well, we just ain't got to do business with you if you want more. And I never understood the whole Monique thing, because there's been plenty of jobs that were offered to me, and if they didn't pay me what I wanted, I just moved on and went and just went somewhere else, and then asked for a boycott or nothing, because obviously they were willing. The places I went to, obviously they wanted to hire me, but if I had demands and they had demands, and we can, meet somewhere in the middle, or just go with what I wanted to do, I just moved on. I didn't care. I didn't call people like, "Hi, my love. I love us for real." I didn't do any of that, because it's like, if you don't want to do business with me, then I'll just go somewhere else.